Númenor is beautiful in Rings of Power. Its soaring towers, rich culture and proud people are supported amazingly by composer Bear McCreary's score. Through his orchestration and use of modes, today I'm going to show you Bear's secret. Come on! Okay, so Bear uses the Aeolian mode to compose this melody, which has a distinctly Middle Eastern, old-timey sound to it. McCreary talks about wanting to create a sense of time between Rings of Power and Lord of the Rings. Thousands of years separate the two settings, similar to our modern-day society and the ancient worlds of our past. So the music of Númenor, with its Middle Eastern scale, evokes these real-world lost empires, like Babylon and ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt. The melody is uplifting and proud, anthemic like a medieval fanfare, with soaring intervals and proud, dramatic gestures. One of the big challenges that you run across when you're trying to compose music for a franchise so beloved as Tolkien's Middle-earth is you hit a lot of nostalgia along the way. There are a lot of people who have a really firm attachment and love for Middle-earth and for its associated kingdoms, so you need to make sure you tread lightly around the existing properties there. And I think McCreary's done an amazing job here. So the other thing that sticks out immediately, as well as his use of modes, is the orchestration he has here, and the amazingly diverse amount of musical colours that he uses. The opening of the theme is heard on the Armenian duk-duk, the Turkish tambur, and a traditional solo cello. The percussion section is even more expansive, featuring taiko drums, timpani, bass drums, and some Middle Eastern colours like frame drums and some mini cymbals called chang-changs. This again lends itself to creating a sense of distance in space and time between the Númenor we see in Rings of Power and the men of the West that we see in the Middle-earth in Peter Jackson's film and Howard Shore's score. It really is such a beautiful theme. One of the beautiful French Impressionist colours that he likes to use all throughout the show is this minor chord 4 that comes at the end. So we're in the key of A flat by the end. Usually in A flat, we'd have a D flat major as our chord 4. A flat major, D flat major. However, when we change the D flat major to a D flat minor by dropping the F to an F flat, it gives us a more modern colour to it. It's something we associate a lot more with modernist music. So in the last few bars of the theme, we get an unexpected turn into modernity. So there is a small link heading through from our antiquated sounds to our modern sounds, and it's a beautiful touch. Minor chord 4 is always very emotive. We think about it in something like Radiohead's Creep. And then it's beautiful, it's very emotive, it's a heartstring puller of a chord. Speaking of emotional manipulation, oh please, would you consider subscribing to my channel? I work ever so hard on the videos, and I thought this minor chord 4 might convince you to give us a little subscribe so you can see more of my content. Thanks. We get my favourite bit of the whole score next. It's a triplet drum fill that takes us into a big, expansive A section. Honestly, it sounds like it belongs in a D&B break of a song or something. It's got such impact and such momentum. Have a listen. Here we go. Oh, man. I love it. It's just so nice. If you haven't noticed, I really like this score. That's all we have time for this week. If you enjoyed the show, give us a like, give us a comment. Subs would love it. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time.
Bye.